Good morning.
I had sleep last night. It was kind of cool. I needed a little help though, sadly. The pink pills, but it worked.
Benadryl.
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 Benadryl. Is that what it means? The pink pills?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what you took.
Ah, there you go.
Morning, Julie. How is rainy Mexico?
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Rainy
rainy
morning.
morning. You can hear it. It's just gently falling.
Morning,
It's a
Glenda.
lovely sound, actually.
And shout out to Jolene. It's her birthday.
Woot, woot, woot. Last night we had a fantastical
No, that's not a word.
day and evening and dinner. It was just a perfect day yesterday. Met with the pool guy. Pool guy is going to work with us to fix the problems. So I'm actually thinking we may be able to recommend Iggy. And that's how you say it. That IGUI pronounced
Iggy.
is Iggy.
Are we on YouTube?
It should be. Why?
Just wondering. Good
Yeah, we
morning,
should be.
Marie. Good morning, Glenda.
Now,
Jolene. I don't know if you heard it, but happy birthday.
happy birthday. So we went, first of all, it was Glenn's big birthday yesterday. So went and saw him. They're a nice family. I mean, like, why are we not friends? Why were we not friends with them all these years?
Well,
So then we went there.
morning, Leslie.
Then we went to Adalto's. Oh my goodness. So I started off, I'm looking under the appetizers and I'm like, are you guys okay? Can we have seafood nachos? Never had them before
share,
that I
yeah.
remember. And they're like, no, that sounds really good. Chris is like, I don't like seafood.
Just like that.
Just exactly
Just
like
like that.
So we ordered them. They were hands down the best nachos I've ever had in Mexico, probably. Boostery is for sure in this area, this bay. They were so good that at the end, when we were done, everybody's like, I don't even know what to get for dinner now.
I think I want that again.
I think I want that again. So they have a special sauce, lots of seafood.
Yeah.
Guys.
Cheese, beans, regular, very good. Very good.
$11, less than $11 in US dollars, 200 and some pesos, 210, 15 pesos. Oh my goodness, Adalto, we salute you.
Well,
And then
and then you had the
I had-
seafood fettuccine.
I had the seafood. Oh, and I don't have.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
I never get past that kind of stuff.
No.
But when we tried that seafood, I'm like, he's good at what he does.
Definitely better at seafood than filet mignon.
Yeah, well, the filet mignon was smaller than what you were used to. The
Well,
flavor,
it was a big piece, but it was very
but
good.
the flavor, everything. You have to be honest and real.
The flavor was good, but it was overcooked for me. It was well done.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of this because when everybody else left the restaurant, we were just talking about how fucking amazing it was. Christie's like, grumble, grumble,
That's
grumble.
not true.
No, she didn't.
I took most of it home. I
Because you were not hungry.
I wasn't that hungry. The flavor was good. And I asked them, instead of the baked potato, can I have French fries? Well, I got a teeny tiny little baked potato and French fries and a salad and vegetables.
What?
So I ate all of that stuff. And I mean, what seafood was on it? Pretty much everything, Glenda. There was mussels, there was shrimp, there was fish. The flavor in the fish was on the shrimp. I don't like mussels and I don't like octopus, but I had some shrimp and I had some of the fish, and the flavors in that seafood was.
Wendy, your question is interesting because when I read the menu, I wanted to remember. I think it's seafood
Nachos marinara.
Yeah, then in Spanish, the nachos
Nachos
marinara.
marinara.
They guys,
Morning, Jeff.
when I say they were good, they were beyond spectacular. Everybody, Christie's like, I even like these.
Julie,
Remember at the beginning, I said she wasn't going to have any. I even like these.
Julie, it's Adautos. Adautos is on the beach in Bucerias. It is. They also make a perfect maracuya margarita with a lot of, and not just a tahine on the outside. It's a little bit spicier than a tahine. So I mix it in my margarita and it makes it spicy. It's really, really good.
when Adalto is actually an interesting
Bailey will love the
fellow.
steak. Yeah.
Adalto was he worked for John Huston when he was a young man, and he's integrated into all the stories of the area. And this is just his thing. He just does this restaurant, and we salute you, man. We
Yeah,
salute you.
it was very good. And yeah, we got to celebrate a little bit with Mr. Glenn last night.
Yep.
And we're going out actually with them again this evening.
And we
The
saw-
whole family.
Saw Michelle of Michelle and Gigi.
Who is a new grandpa.
He is a new grandpa.
Yeah, the
So,
baby was
yes.
just like 2 weeks old, maybe, not even.
Yeah, the baby was 2 weeks late.
Yeah, and I know Gigi was panicking. I know.
Yeah.
And then
None of our grandkids or kids were late at all. And they were still born real big.
yeah, how close to the house? It's in Centro, Julie. So it's probably 15-minute walk.
Oh God,
From
less
the
than that.
house?
Less than that.
No, from her place, her new house.
She walks fast.
I would guess it's probably a 15-minute walk because you have to come out, either go to the beach, which will take longer, or come up to the road. You have to finish the rest of last
Yeah,
requirements. cross
okay,
the
okay.
bridge. The
Yeah.
baby is gorgeous. Yeah, it was a cute baby.
Yeah.
Morning, Karen. Good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, I guess.
So
for you.
we have an appointment at 11. We have an appointment at 4:15.
We have to be in the same place in Nuevo at 2 very different times today.
Now you hear her complaining. Now, just to be clear, my wife was just telling me we need to start expanding in Nueva Vallarta. We are now expanding in Nueva Vallarta. I don't want to do it more than once a day.
That truck takes a lot of gas. Gas is expensive. I mean, it's cheaper here than anywhere else, but it's expensive.
You need your butt kicked.
I love
And
you.
also you need to cut this little curl. Turn around so they can see this one curl. Look at that curl right there. I've never. That's so weird. Let it go. Let it go, honey.
I can't now.
I know she'll do that to me.
Such an ass.
Hey, what's that thing on your
Let me
face? I'm
see
like,
it
what
now.
thing? She's like, nothing, nothing. And then she just stare at me. And I'm like, what? This is what we do to ourselves as a husband and wife.
I would move one of the appointments. We tried, Glenda. We did try.
Oh, we tried.
And they're both very important appointments. We can't not do them. So,
England, to quit telling her what to do. She needs to grow up and own a business.
I do own the business.
So we have had it's great. Tomorrow, like actually tonight, we're having dinner at a fancy restaurant.
Going to Insuit.
And Insuit's a beautiful restaurant. They've got the rooftop terrace. Yeah, the heat has been really hot.
The heat's been hot.
Last night when we were done at Adalto's, I said to Christie, "Can you pay? I have to go to the truck. I need air conditioning
Can I
really
pay?
bad." And she's like, "Well, just move the fan." Oh, we can do that. So there's a fan on the floor. I pointed the fan towards. I was fine.
Because
I
the
wore
fan was
plastic.
being split between 2 tables. There was a group of ladies, and so they had the fan oscillating. Well, once the ladies left, we could aim it right to us. And
Yeah, it was.
he was wearing a nylon shirt.
I was wearing a plastic shirt. I call them my plastic shirts. I should have gone to cotton because I knew I was going out, and I never did.
And you're gonna want to today too, because it's
So,
gonna be.
This is my deodorant now. So I've used deodorant since I was a young man. That was many years ago. And it's only been probably the last 3 months I've been using rubbing alcohol as my deodorant. And it was my real estate coach who said this because I'm concerned about as I get older, all the chemicals and crap in me, all of the medications I've taken my whole life. So this now, because I was so hot last night, I was just in this morning, I'm getting up there to getting my shirts and it's not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna carry this with me now. So if I smell a little off, just tell me and I'll be like, give me a second. Put a little of this baby on.
Such a freak.
Take care of my stink.
Glenda says maybe a good day to lunch and play in Nuevo.
That's a good idea.
Lorianne, hello.
Maybe-
Good morning.
Maybe we should have lunch today.
I'm game.
There you go. You have now made my wife a happy woman.
We do have to
for that eternally indebted. Eternally indebted.
So we bought. We were so smart. We went to Sam's. We're looking for lights, right, for the outside here. We bought the lights. Well, Jorge told me yesterday. He says, those are censored lights. So you have to have movement. You can't just switch them on. They have to have movement.
This is our movement in the pool now. To get all the lights going.
So and we needed 16 lights in our backyard. And so
Girls back.
So he's buying me a nice lunch now. Before it was going to be something cheap, he's buying me something nice today.
We're going to McDonald's?
I was just checking. Anyway, so
there's no way to adjust the sensors or anything.
Right.
He says it's not even a good sensor.
Yeah. So he said you have to. You can use them, but you'll have that issue. And so we're like, yeah, well, we don't want that issue, so we're going to return them. And then last night we were sitting and talking with Eric and Sarah, and I'm like, oh, I can just put them along the side of the house in the area because they were very inexpensive and they're cute. They're little lantern style lights, which is what I want in the backyard. So I'm going to keep 6 of the lights we bought, put them on the front units over there, the front part of the house, which the sensor is perfectly fine for that in the inside. And then in the back, we'll go back to Alcione and buy.
We have to.
You don't have to come in.
You need a mask there. I'm so angry with these places that still demand masks.
Yeah. Jolene said.
Hi, Kimberly. Hello.
Jolene, okay, Kimberly. Jolene said that was sexy, John. The whole deodorant thing. Also, she said that she has a little curl on the left side that she can't fix today either. So I guess what's this then?
The curly sisters.
Curly sisters. So anyway, so that is something else we have to do this afternoon. We have to go and return some of the lights, buy some new ones, apparently go for lunch. That could take up our whole day.
There you go. It's gonna be fun. And we're in the middle of 3 offers right now.
Now I think, doesn't that make?
Oh, I guess 4 now. Yeah, guys, we're still crazy busy right now. So
and we are not complaining, except for I didn't want to have to go play.
You are complaining. It's so funny to me. We are having what she wanted happen. It's making me angry. That's what it's like being married to her.
Do you know what's making me angry?
I know exactly. I'm just the button pusher. I know her buttons. I know the big red ones. I know the little yellow ones.
He knows every damn button.
I even know the green ones. Don't push those very often. Sorry, because that red button just stares at my face.
Gonna punch you in the face.
So it is coffee time. Christy has coffee. She gave me coffee already. Because when I have the pink pills, I wake up really just in a fog. Really. I need coffee. So this morning I have vodka.
I mean, we have it, but so we filtered. I think we said that yesterday.
Yeah.
The night before we watched Lion King, the live action. And we filtered the vodka that we have. Boy, it looks like our backlight is glowing back there. It's way brighter in the picture than it is in real life.
Well, the camera's also slow. What it does is it lowers the frame rate to get in more light, and then it just slows everything down. So it's just really sucking in light. Because we're at less than 30 frames a second. I know a thing or two about video. So so vodka right now, we've got 20 liters-ish.
We gave away some yesterday. So
we did, but just one. Yeah. 1 liter. So we have 19. Christy gets so panicked when we don't have the vodka. She's like, John, you just need to make some now.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar.
So weird being married to her. I am the luckiest man in the world. I really am. She is truly a blessing. And the reason that I don't know why she hasn't killed me yet. Because I'm justified in that, I believe. She should be dead. Now, for me to kill her, obviously, I don't understand how the underwear works here, how the socks work. That would need to be sorted out in advance. So as long as I don't know where my socks and underwear come from, you're safe.
I'm not Italian. I'm not worried about this.
All right.
Love you too, love.
I do kind of love it.
So, anyways, yes. So that is our day. So it'll be.
Lori says, hello, back to you.
So I'm curious to see if our yard guys come, like our constructors, whatever, our construction. Yeah,
So
we are
close.
so close to
The
being
pool,
done.
though, now we're informed it's going to be 2 weeks. We want the pool done right, only because Christy says she wants to stay here for a few more years, a lot. And I don't want a pool that's going to piss me off all the time. We've ordered, it's so weird. They have all the money. We still don't have the salted generator in the pool.
Apparently hasn't been delivered from
Yeah.
Vodka equals Caesars.
I thought the salt generator was less expensive than because I saw the receipt yesterday. Just to find out, we wanted to find out exactly what we paid for.
Yeah.
He's giving us.
He's upgrading us a little bit.
He is upgrading us. He's taking care of us.
Yes, he is. He's trying to make us happy. He realizes that it was a mix of us not really asking the right questions, but we didn't know what questions to ask.
Here's what I said to him. I said, "We have the cash. I want the best that you have.
Yeah.
The best."
And unfortunately, he didn't. But
they didn't give us the best. They didn't give us. I said, "What accessories do you have? I want to buy stuff. I want to do." No. You have everything. Then we come to find out they got a lot. So
well, there's an automatic vacuum, which we had actually talked about. But we're getting that. He's giving that to us.
But here is the
some
situation.
Extra filters.
The situation is though you've got a salesman, you've got your buyer. Your buyer saying, "Hey, I got the cash. I'm willing to buy anything you have," and he's telling me
he's not upselling us at all.
You don't need it.
Yes.
But
I kept saying, want it.
I want it. This is for our leisure.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of leisure. And for us, we want
according to Glenn, that's all I do.
No, Glenn says you're always busy. That's what he said. No, it bugs the tar out of me that I'm dealing with a guy who just doesn't understand.
Yeah.
If somebody comes to me and says, I want to buy a castle, I'm a castle finder. I don't say you don't need a castle. It's let me find you a castle.
And I mean, some of it was language, right?
But he's dealing with a ton of foreigners.
So they definitely need somebody better. Like even just so there was a thing. We're worried that the water isn't flowing properly because of where the skimmer is, blah blah blah. A few little details like that. Well, big details. So I'm like, well, could we close one of the jets that is really close to the skimmer and then put a bit of a fountain or something at the end? It would be fun for the kids to play with. It would give us, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah. And then he goes and shows us where it would hook up. And we're like, but what about the heater? Well, you can't have both.
And we're like, so we should not be asking you this. Right. You should be explaining this to us. You are the expert. Yeah. We're not.
Yeah. And, we made it very clear that this is the first pool we've ever owned in our lives. And so I think we're getting down now to, I think we have it. Well, we had Shirley. We've had actually Shirley come a couple of times now and really, she was there the day we ordered the pool and they still never talked about any of this other stuff. But I think we're getting to the point now where we're getting a resolution and we're going to have a kick-ass pool when it's out.
Yeah. Now, my problem before, how they've installed our pool, it is not logical. It is not logical. And I think it's just because for whatever reason they tried to do something. I think they're a good pool company. I think they're as a manufacturer. I think they have a system that's dialed in. Yeah. It works. It's got a large warranty on it. The price, if you were to do a custom pool, I think it would be better. But if you want something that's going to be low maintenance and
Mhm.
takes care of itself, blah, blah, blah. This is a perfect
Yeah.
idea. And I think if we were part owners in this, I think we could make so much cash on that because I would change everything.
There's definitely a lot that could be done with this company too. But
It's a franchise we found out, so maybe we should. That's a very interesting idea.
I don't know who the franchise owner is here, but I'm sure we can find out.
Because otherwise, they need a new salesperson. Like I think the salesperson we have is fantastic
I think
because I
Freddie's
was
awesome. Yeah.
angry with him.
And he
Didn't
was
even
so
lose
calm.
his cool at all, and that is magical.
And he kept saying he understood. So I think he's dealt with the frustrations, but he is limited in his abilities to deal with them, like to truly deal with them.
I kept
Because
saying you
he
need to
is
go
just
to
the salesperson.
you need to go to another company because this company. But I don't think it's the company. It's complicated, and I wish I could figure this out. Because when I do, I'm going to be bragging these guys up huge.
Yeah. Well, I think and so far he is doing everything in his power to keep us happy and make us happy.
Yep.
So
That is fantastic.
We are definitely much more pleased with them this week than we were last week. Last week it was very frustrating, and then it was funny because we talked to him yesterday and we're like, and how did the pool get so clean? Because we didn't do anything. And he looks at us and he says, oh, well,
So and so came back
his
yesterday.
guy came over or the day before to
'Cause
clean it.
We thought, wow. Because Christie's like, a little green, blah, blah, blah. And then we come back yesterday, it is crystal clear. And I'm like, did you do something? She's like, I never did.
Because I was going to go in it on Monday night and it was kind of nasty. And I'm like, no, I'll wait. Freddie's coming tomorrow. I'll make sure that, because we have to, they're treating it with a chemical right now, which I don't know what it is.
It's called Don't Swim in It.
No. He said we can swim in it. So they are treating it with a chemical so it doesn't get really nasty. But the filter had fallen in. And I said, well, that's right. And he's showing John how to put the filter together. And we're like, where did that ring come from? Because I'm sure it wasn't there. So I wonder if he brought it yesterday or if it had fallen in and he fished it out, the other guy. I wish I could remember what his name is, the guy that's been cleaning the pool. But anyways, so now the filter is being hung or attached properly, so it's not going to sink in. So it's little things like that we're learning things one piece at a time. Where John and I like to know the whole thing all at once because then we feel more confident. We'll ask questions because we're not familiar with it, but we like all the information. So this is if you're dealing with us, give us all the information at once. We may ask you questions again based on the information you gave us. Give us all of it at one time.
Please.
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 John gets very frustrated if you haven't noticed.
I do, because so much of this system does not make sense.
So hi, Terry and Deborah. I don't know if I said hi to you guys.
Hello,
Good morning, ladies.
So we will be joining you from our pool some morning, but the heater will be activated by then. I am.
I think we're going to try, though, the solar blanket.
We're going to do the solar blanket first because we are told there are people that's all they have. And they're happy with it. Now, I love warm water. I have scalding hot showers almost every single day. And for me, I love that. Chris is like, that's not going to be a hot tub,
No, it's not. I don't like
that's
it.
That's the
hot.
voice he uses.
Yeah, just
to terrify me. It terrifies me.
But yeah, so good morning, Brian. Good morning also.
Hello. So we're almost done about the pool because I'm a lot less frustrated by that pool now.
And then we have one of those Rubbermaid sheds, and we were thinking of getting rid of it. And I said, you know what? Let's power wash it, get it all cleaned up once the yard is finished, and then we can put all our pool stuff and all the floaties and all that. That way, it's right there, all the cleaning supplies. So I think maybe one day we'll buy a newer one. But for now, unless we see one on sale, then we can maybe buy a new one and get rid of this old, because the old one is old. I mean, we got it used. We've probably had it for 10 years, but it works, it functions.
The other issue with this pool
You could
system
paint it.
is it uses a 110 electrical system. We have a 220,
Yeah.
not in our outlets, obviously, but we have a 220 system because it's more efficient. I know nothing about electricity, and this is just what my friends tell me.
Mhm.
And I keep saying, like, can we get the 220? Can we get the 220? It's not available in Mexico. I said, they have 220 all around the world. You guys have to have access. You're ordering our salt system from Brazil. Why can't you get a 220 pump or a motor sent here?
Well, eventually, if we need to, we can upgrade that. So Terry's asking if we've posted pictures of the pool. We have posted some, Terry. There should be some videos if you go to some of our older. Last week, I think we did a video of the pool.
Yeah.
Right now, it's raining, so we're not going to do it now, and we also have to go because we have to get into Nuevo in half an hour.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I'll do a video of the pool later today. If it gets sunny, I'll do it and post it on Facebook and share it with Christie, just so you guys can see what's going on in our yard. The guys are slow.
Yeah,
but
they are taking their time, but boy, they're good.
But
Oh my
they're
gosh.
good. They're slow,
Everything
but they're
looks
good.
so fantastic. I'm really, really happy with how everything is looking.
Final thing, the new neighbors, they're building their second floor now. God bless them. They did this while we were in Mexico City.
They started, yeah.
They started because when we came back, the walls were almost done, and we're like, wow.
Yeah, what happened?
Those guys are fast.
Well, but those
would have been good to have those guys
no,
working.
because they're gray brick.
Yeah.
That's not a gray brick is faster because they're so much bigger.
But if you know, in our yard previously, they had brick and cement, which is what we decided to do on our wall. So we said, oh, that's going to be good. We'll just tidy that up with their permission, the neighbor's permission. Then they had that. Not only that, they've got windows now. The windows are higher than 6 feet, but it does not matter. If you're going to have a window on a wall, it has to be 1 meter away from the property line. Right. And they've got the windows right on the property line.
And they probably assumed because we're only putting a pool there that a high window, and I think it's mostly going to be just for ventilation.
I do too, but we are going to have a chat with them because we want them to finish that wall now. It's not going to be brick anymore, so we want it covered, and we will paint it. And
we just want them to cement it over.
Yeah. So I think we'll let them keep the windows because they're high enough. They're not going to be staring in the pool unless the baby's in there.
Such a weirdo. Okay, we gotta go, you guys.
All right.
Have a great day, and we will chat with you soon.
Have a